Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today there was a bit of fluff flying around, distracting the heck out of me. Sorry. If you're new here, my name is Navadine. Should I tell you again? I mean, you must know by now that I do perfumes because you're clicking on this video because it has something to do with perfumes in the title, okay? So I do perfumes, vlogs, and hauls. And today I'm gonna give you a few of my perfume recommendations for Christmas gifts.
I can't get her out of my mind. Wow. I think about the girl all the time. Wow.
So I'm gonna choose some from my collection, but I'm also gonna mention some that I have smelled that I just don't have. So let's just look at the ones that I do have. Not only am I gonna tell you the ones that I recommend as gifts, but I'm gonna just give you a little insight on why I recommend them as gifts. Sorry to be doing all this like I'm fighting, you know. Yeah, so the first one that I'm gonna start off with, okay, I'm just gonna give you examples, you know. Okay, so I would say, obviously for men buying women fragrances, the safe bet is to buy first sweet fragrances. And when I say sweet, not super sweet like sickening sweet, but you like sweet fragrances, women like sweet fragrances, that is like your safe bet. Anything with oud is not your safe bet because it's hard to like. So when you first go into the store, I was gonna say shop and store, but when you first go into the store, I know sometimes you just don't know what you want to buy, and then the sales assistant will ask you and you might just let them choose. No. There's no thought going into that. If you're buying somebody a gift, why don't you think about it? First of all, if you're buying a woman a fragrance, wouldn't you like to smell it and know that it smells nice? Don't go in and smell too many at one time. I would say 5, 6 max. Even 6 I know is pushing it, but I can handle 6, and I think a lot of people could smell 6 fragrances. But when you reach in the 10 mark and more, I think a lot of things are gonna start to smell very similar. So I would say leave for a while, whatever, and come back, or go sniffing over a few days. I chose La Belle to mention because La Belle is not overly sweet and it's also unique. I think a lot of men like it, and I think a lot of women would like it. This fragrance on me doesn't last very long and it doesn't project for very long. Initially when I first sprayed, it does fill, you know, a small room. You know, I have sprayed it and my sister has walked into my bedroom and asked me what it is that I just sprayed, obviously, but I just sprayed it. So it doesn't really project and it quickly turns, you know, very soft and on a skin scent after about 3 to 4 hours on me. But I would say, one, as I said, you would like it, the woman would like it. Also, the bottle is important, because if you're giving someone a gift, you want them to have a little bit of that wow factor when they open it. Women like things that look nice. Me personally, going out and buying fragrances, the juice is more important. Of course, that's the liquid inside the bottle, but I'm very big on bottles. I want nice bottles to add to my collection. So if someone gave me a nice bottle, even if it didn't smell nice, for example, I will show you a perfume that I don't love, but I love the bottle of it, so I'll keep that in my collection and they will always have it. They'll always remember you. So that is Jean Paul Gaultier La Belle. Okay, the next one I would recommend is Dolce & Gabbana's The Only One. I have this size in a 30 ml, so you can see this is cute, and this 30 ml came with a little travel size 15 ml or 20 ml, something, a long tube somewhere in the drawer there. This bottle is not as extravagant as my La Belle that I just showed you, but it's still classy looking, and the juice inside is very sexy. You would like it, the woman would like it. It's sexy, it's very uplifting, perfect for the season. I forgot to mention that as well. Be very attentive. If you've heard your lady going on about a fragrance for a while, we are now in winter, and she was talking about, like, let's see, Dolce & Gabbana light blue, or she was talking about Dolce & Gabbana's Toile l'Impératrice. It fit the season, so maybe she was feeling for that fragrance. Now getting her a fragrance like that, she'll still be grateful. I mean, I would, but it's not fitting, so she might not even wear that really right now. If you smelt that fragrance, and the summer fragrances, they're very fresh, very bright, they're not very sweet. Gifting your woman that particular fragrance right now in this season, it won't do nothing for none of y'all. You ain't getting no booty. Sorry, I shouldn't throw that in there, but honestly, it's not gonna excite either one of y'all. Okay, so but something like this, it definitely does the job. This is so sexy. The packaging looks nice on this as well, even though it's not as exquisite as my previous perfume. It still looks rich. The little gold rim around the top, the black cover, the color of the juice, all of this adds to the little wow factor that she will get when she opens it. I brought this one to mention, Black Opium by YSL. This is a crowd pleaser. I'm sure you know of Black Opium, and I'm sure a lot of women know of Black Opium. That also helps with the wow factor. If it's something that she doesn't own and probably hasn't owned, it probably was on her list and it's probably something that she likes, but probably never decided to spend the money on it because it's not the cheapest fragrance. So that will add to the wow factor, because people are funny. Human beings like to be a part of the know. So whatever people are talking about or was talking about, or it's like it's in your head, even if it's something that you never thought of before because people mention it and you hear Black Opium all the time. If you gifted someone Black Opium, they would appreciate it because it feels like you gifted them something that everybody wants, so they feel privileged to have something that everybody wants. Does that make sense? This is why I chose to mention Black Opium, because you also can sometimes choose a fragrance that a lot of people like if your girlfriend or lady is not that fussy as well. Because some people might say, oh, I don't want something that everyone's wearing. That person don't deserve a gift. But yeah, so once the person doesn't have this in their collection, they might enjoy this fragrance because it's something that they recognize. You also want to give them something that they might recognize. Okay, with that being said, I wanted to mention this. This is Coco Mademoiselle by Chanel. This is the intense version, but a lot of people like the original version. Since this cardigan wants to come down, we're just gonna do a little shoulder. No, shoulder is not working. Maybe on one side, I don't know. No, maybe on one side it can work. Does it look like I'm trying? I don't know. I mean, it fell down, I wasn't trying. So, but yeah, anyways, so this is also something that a lot of women would recognize. First of all, they recognize it's Chanel, so they're gonna like it. They might not like the fragrance, to be honest, because I don't love the fragrance. I quite enjoy this version of it, but I don't love the fragrance. So it's like a give and take. She'll have it, she might not wear it that often if she doesn't like it, but she might still be excited the fact that she has it, and it might be something that she pulls out whenever she's going out on a date with you because you bought it for her, so she'll wear it. But if you don't like the smell of this, obviously don't go and buy it, because she's gonna wear it when she's around you because she thinks you like it because you bought it for her. So if you don't like it, then don't buy it. But this is a good one to gift a woman because she'll recognize Chanel, and who doesn't want Chanel in there? However, you can give somebody a Chanel, shoot, god darn it, it ain't gotta be a fragrance, it could be a freaking brooch for all we know. Okay. Then I wanted to mention specifically my Kayali. I'm gonna mention vanilla. This one is a very, very sweet brown sugar vanilla. Warm, it smells beautiful. You can see the bottle looks beautiful with the writing and everything. I think this looks beautiful and it smells beautiful. You'll enjoy this and she'll enjoy it. It's not overpowering or anything. I don't see any woman that wouldn't love this. The only problem we as fragrance junkies have with it is the projection is not there. When I mix this with other fragrances, however, recently, particularly mixing it with their own fragrance elixir, it works really well, and I can smell both my elixir and my vanilla dancing in the wind. But when I wear this fragrance alone, unfortunately, it's almost as if it's not really there. It's very, very close to the skin, and a lot of people have an issue with that. I have smelled it on my clothes waking up the next morning recently, but it's not strong. But I did get like little whiffs of it. I think it works better in the hair, as I've said probably from my first video that I have worn this by itself and got whiffs of it when it was in my hair. But it's a beautiful fragrance, and also fragrances are not just about the smell. A lot of things go hand in hand with fragrances for me, and I know a lot of fragrance reviewers feel that way as well, or fragrance heads. I don't like to particularly call myself just a fragrance reviewer because I don't want that expectations or pressure that comes with being a fragrance reviewer. I would just say that I'm somebody that has gotten into fragrances and I love them. Anyways, I going off on a tangent. Fragrances are about the experience as well. So even though this fragrance didn't give me the projection I was looking for when I initially bought it, because I love the smell of it so much, and because it's so beautiful, and because of the way that it makes me feel when I pull to wear this fragrance and mix it with another fragrance. I love mixing my Dejavu white flower with my Coco Mademoiselle, because this can be a little bit sharp ish, but mixing these two together, the white floral, it really plays well together. And when I wear this, I feel so classy, I feel so ladylike, I feel like I literally get up looking forward to wearing these fragrances. When I went to brunch the other day, this was what I was going to wear, but I decided to wear something a little bit stronger, so I wore this with the Kayali Elixir. It's pretty, it smells pretty, and it's classy, and as I said, women would like how it looks as well, and they'd feel like you put a lot of thought into it. This is also not something that everyone has, so like there's a balance. We like things that a lot of people have, and then we also like to find things that are unique that nobody really has. And even though a lot of us YouTubers have been talking about it now, it's still not something that everybody knows of, or even know like where can they get it, because it's not in the stores. As you go into the stores, you're not going to see them. You have to go to specific stores that stock Kayali, and or you have to order it specifically from their website. So it also gives you a little bit of an exclusive feeling to it. I know a lot of my friends don't own this. I know out of all the friends that I have, nobody owns this. Nobody owns this. No one in my family owns this. My mom, my sister, no one owns a Kayali. So to some degree, it gives you some sort of, it makes you feel a little bit like set aside from everyone, so that when you wear it and you got your nice dress and stuff, you just feel beautiful. You just feel a little special, you know. And that's why I love wearing these fragrances. When I first reviewed this fragrance, I did give it a bit of flack because I said that it was so soft and stuff, and I still think it's soft, but I definitely have grown appreciation for soft fragrances over the past few months. And it's so funny because now it's autumn, well, it's winter, and that's when we should be using or reaching for our heavy hitters, or that's when a lot of people do that. And I've been loving a lot of the soft, classy fragrances when I go out in the daytime, and I look forward to getting up and wearing these. So I would definitely say look out for Kayali. So classy, such a classy fragrance, and I would repurchase this if this finished. When I see it running low, I definitely would go out and repurchase this, because a lot of people do not have it, and it plays so well with other fragrances, because that's how they created them, to layer with other fragrances. That's the whole theme of their brand. I've said this many times in my videos. So that almost felt, my reflex is always sharp, you know, and it was the big bottle. And you know the worst thing is, I just repurchased this cup like 2 or 3 months ago. I repurchased this. And then if it breaks, like, you don't even understand. To have a chip in any of these bottles would drive me insane. It would actually upset me. Okay, there we go. Because I mentioned Kayali, I'm just gonna mention a gift set as well that you can get someone. So this box is their box of 4, so that you can test all of the fragrances that they have. They don't have that Dejavu white flower that I mentioned earlier in there, because this came out after they had launched these 4. So I believe this will be in their next pack of 4, because this says collection 1, so they're gonna come out with more fragrances, and then maybe they'll make a mini version of that. Okay, so on the front it says 4 10 mils. And then on the inside, it has the notes as well for each fragrance. So it's put them in order. So Elixir here, which is there. Then it's written at the top citrus. Citrus is next to it. Then it has vanilla. Then it has musk. So this also would be a really nice gift, because it will allow the person to be able to smell all of them. And then also, like, look, the packaging is so nice. It's a box of 4. little gems. That's how it feels like. You've gifted her with little gems. She's able to, you know, you can tell her like, I didn't know which one you'd like, so I just bought this for you because I really liked the smell, but I didn't want you to be limited to just one, you know, sounding like you put a lot of thought in it. And then they can smell it, and then she might say, oh, I really love this one, I really love it. And then maybe after finding out her favorite, you can go and buy the big bottle for her. I mean, if your pocket is set up that way. And this runs for £75. Yeah, 70. I was trying to think if it was 70 or 75. £75, and then you pay, I think, £5 shipping fee. I think this would be a very good gift to give someone. So basically, the KLEs. Musk is pretty nice, and a lot of women will enjoy this one if they don't like sweet scents. This one smells like a really nice smelling person. Like, it smells like that's what your body odor naturally smells like. And I promise you, this is what my sister smells like. Like, every time I go and smell my sister, she hasn't sprayed on any perfume, no deodorant. Like, if I go and hug her and kiss her cheeks in the morning, her cheeks, okay, in the morning, she literally smells like this, and it smells so nice. What are the notes in musk? Musk has lotus flower, jasmine, vanilla, sandalwood, and musk. It literally smells like my sister sweats this. Like, this is what she smells like a great smelling person. Like, okay, I don't know how to explain it. Imagine if she sprays this on her body, how she would smell. Like, it would just amplify her smell, but she literally smells like this. Every time I smell it, I'm just like, it's nice, it's beautiful. I would definitely say look at the KLE line to gift people, because they are, I think they're beautiful gifts, and I would love to have this as a gift. Even if I had never heard of them, even if I wasn't big on perfumes, just something about this, the kid in me likes to open this up. And you know, like, a lot of adults are like grown kids, and just having a surprise of 4 different fragrances in there for the price of one, basically. Come on, I'm putting you on. Don't sleep on the KLE fragrances. They're beautiful. They are all year round fragrances, so she can get her money's worth. So the last 2 that I'm gonna mention this. This is an example of a perfume that a woman might have heard of or might have seen, and she was intrigued by the bottle. I would say I don't love this fragrance, but a lot of men seem to love this fragrance. So you might want to smell this. This is Carolina Herrera Good Girl. So go and have a smell. They have this in a light blue bottle as well, light blue going to black, and that one is called the Legere, Legre. You can smell that one as well, and if you like any of them, that's a good one to buy. The bottle is sexy. You can see that any woman would love a stiletto heel bottle. I love the fact that they actually really embodied the stiletto heel and made it look realistic. Like, it doesn't look fake or cheap. Like, it just looks exquisite on the front there. So if she doesn't own this, this is definitely a good gift. I don't personally love the smell, but it was gifted to me, and I keep it, and I still try to wear it and mix it with other fragrances. So, you know, just smell it and see what y'all think. The last fragrance that I would mention as a cheapy option is Ariana Grande Cloud. I recommend this because it smells good, but I don't recommend this as giving it for birthday gift or someone that you've been dating a while. I don't know, for me, like, I would rather an experience than just this. I don't know, because it's gonna sound bad. It's a cheapie. It smells really, really good, but because of the bottle and stuff like that, it would just be like, oh, okay, thanks. And I would be grateful, and I'd be like, oh, this smells really good, and I would enjoy the fragrance. But I think that you guys can step it up. You can step it up. Somebody of our age now, late 20s or early 30s, I'm not saying it has to cost a lot of money, so I know I might sound like I'm contradicting myself. However, I've given you other options. This one in particular it's a casual gift. It's cute, but that's the problem. It's cute, and if you're gifting a woman now, I think that you can get something that at least looks a little bit more sophisticated. She might say you got the scent wrong and it didn't smell so great to her, and she's like, oh, I don't really like this. This doesn't smell so great. She might not tell you that right away. Maybe later on you'll find out she didn't really love it. But I think you can step up with your presentation. Sometimes it's the presentation of something, because you didn't have to get them a gift. I get it, but I'm just saying, okay, that this is the last resort, and I would say more so as a casual gift. I hope I made sense by explaining it. I shouldn't have to like put out a disclaimer or anything out there, but I feel like if I'm talking to you, I have to explain myself. Okay, I gotta articulate it so that no one misconstrues what I was trying to say. But yeah, this is a nice one. So I'm looking just to make sure that I mentioned all the perfumes that I wanted to mention. Yeah, I did. Oh, I wanted to mention some niche. So this is if you try and step it up now, right? So you have Baccarat Rouge. A lot of people have heard of that. A lot of women might prefer the extrait version, or extrait. I need to look up how to pronounce that word properly. A lot of people might prefer that one, the one in the red bottle, over the original. But I mean, they're both pricey, so anyone that you do get, I mean, that person better be grateful. So that's that. Let me see. House of Oud has some really nice bottles. I won't even go into the cupcakes because they running you thousands, okay? And not even I'm spending that much on a perfume. I ain't spending, well, one day I thought I would never spend 300 pounds on a perfume. I thought I would never spend 100 and something on a perfume, and look at me now. But yeah, so you got stuff from Maison Francis Cardigan, particularly Baccarat Rouge, because as I said as well, it's known, so sometimes they might have heard of it, they might have seen it. Check that out. Check out some Christian Dior. Louis Vuitton does fragrances, and they roughly run around 200 pounds. So yes, that is up there. I'm saying if that's on your budget, if you wanted to get something that's a little bit out there, when they open it up and they see it's a Louis Vuitton box or packaging or whatever, it's just something about the feeling that those kind of things give, okay? I'm not saying that that is the person's worth, but a lot of material things get us excited sometimes. Everyone has some sort of material item or whatever that gets them excited, okay? So we're not gonna play about that. It might not be the actual object. It could be staying in a luxe hotel. It could be cars for men. It could be, everybody has something that they thought that they would never experience or never be able to afford, and if they get it or someone gifts it to them, it makes you feel good. Don't front. So that is my recommendation. Let me see if there's anything else. Creed as well. Creed, a lot of people know about Creed Aventus, and they made the one for her as well. Oh, Tom Ford, you can go and look in their fragrances as well. Lost Cherry is really nice, and it smells beautiful. I think you would love it and the woman would love it. I don't think it lasts that long on the skin, but but she likes it. She really likes it. So anybody looking to buy me a Christmas gift? So those are my recommendations. Those are my fragrances. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment down below any of your recommendations. If I haven't listed anything down below as well, what do you think would be a good gift idea? I want to add as well Liebe Intense or Liebe. Both the bottles look really luxe. I prefer the smell of Liebe Intense. It's a little bit sweeter, but as you, the gift giver, you're gonna be the one going in and smelling it, and if you like it, hopefully when you gift it to that person, they like it as well. But their bottle is luxe, and I actually want Liebe Intense just for the bottle. Like, it smells really nice and I would wear it because I've bought it, but it's not like my like, oh my gosh, I have to have it. It's more like, ooh, should I get it? Should I get it? So yeah. And the dark juice for the Liebe Intense as well, that's selling me on it as well, especially in the 30 ml. I prefer it in a smaller size because then the YSL is like closer to the bottle and it has less space, so I really want to buy that little bottle. So, and don't worry about buying like super huge sizes as well. I used to say anything less than 50 ml, like, I mean, is it really a gift? No, I'm joking. No, from myself, I was like, I don't do 30 ml bottles. I don't buy 30 ml bottles because like by the time you start using it, if you really love it, especially if it's someone that doesn't have a lot of fragrances, they're gonna go through that. Did you just see that spit? Wow, sorry. Wow, that was not ladylike. Those were my recommendations. I hope you enjoyed this video. I wasn't sure when to do it because I was like, Christmas is coming, but it's not like close right now. We're not even in December yet, but I mean, for all of us in London, we are on lockdown, so I don't know about you, but some people either shop a lot online because we're in lockdown, or some people save a lot and they ain't spending any money. Whichever is your forte. By the time they open up back the stores, everybody gonna be rushing out trying to buy Christmas gifts, because we're gonna be like almost 3 weeks before Christmas trying to help you out here. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in another video. I almost got tongue-tied. And I'll see you in another video. Bye.